two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL. Draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. McAfee. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back to throw. McAfee. He finds his man. Complete. It's Peterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A solid pickup at 13 sets them up first and goal. Back to throw again. And Gates has got it. And the Chargers' all-time touchdown leader has another one. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by a 14-time Pro Bowl quarterback, twice a Super Bowl champion as well from the University of Tennessee. It's Peyton Manning.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
On first down, Manning. Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2nd and 9. Manning. They dump it off to Lynch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun now for Manning. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a play fake. Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Lynch. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The sack by Julius Peppers.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Throwing to start the drive. McAfee, and he's going to let it go deep. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw. McAfee. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw. McAfee. And he's going to let it go deep. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now Manning. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Hitting Samuel on the slant. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 4 yards out. And the Colts are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Williams loses the football, and the Colts pick, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, McAfee. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
And he's going to let it go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big.
And Peterson finding his way in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Manning to throw on second down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. On play action, now Manning. That is incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he was with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man, Gates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3 points separating these 2 sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They run over center with Peterson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Peterson. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. McAfee. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Let's go! Let's go!
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we say so long from Southern California.